Hey everybody, we are back. It is Charlie Rocket
Ooh, the rise of Jay Jones.
and we are joined by our great friend and of
goodness.
course somebody who's always on the show, Paperdoll.
Woo, shout out to Love Paperdoll. I'm about to say, to call her a guest at this
Hola.
point, this is like her summer home. She
Yeah.
lives here.
She's the third co-host now.
Yes. Team Dragons.
I know that's right.
Dragons.
Team Dragons forever.
Dragons for
Hi,
life.
darling. How have you been?
Super. And you?
Good. We've been great. Have you been watching any new shows? Up to anything new? New cons?
So I've been watching The Continental, which is like the little TV show spinoff of John Wick.
You know, because when you said that, I was like, dang, like in John Wick, but I didn't want to say
I
that.
kind of look like John Wick right now.
You do kind of look
I'm
like John.
cosplaying him.
Hey, that's that pencil.
Yes.
I'm getting the fuck out of here because I'm scared of Baba Yaga.
And I've been watching Gen V, which is a spinoff from The Boys.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
having an
I
awesome
feel
TV
that.
time.
I know that's right. Yes. Well, I'm surprised that you haven't started that yet. I'm not surprised. It's my fault. It's my fault you haven't started this yet. I take full responsibility.
No,
because I can't watch things that violent.
No, but it's no. But it's all good though, because I'm all caught up on The Boys, so I need to go ahead and just make that transition. It's not gonna be a hard one.
Hey.
Oh my gosh, Gen V is so good. It's just first 5 minutes, you're like, whoa, hold on.
Oh, gas, no brakes.
It just maybe the first 3 minutes. I don't know when it happens, but first episode, it's hits you.
Yeah, that sounds perfect for you.
Oh yeah, that's definitely what I love. Man, speaking of things like that, I'm really looking forward to the new what is that show that the second season is coming out? When he's like, think. Invincible. I'm looking forward to season 2 for real. He's like, come on, think, Mark.
Yes.
That's a violent show that I have to watch anyway. And I just like you just tell me when to close my eyes.
No, I totally feel that.
That's how you watch it.
Oh my goodness. Oh, but before I forget, we got to mention your cosplay because you're killing it.
Yes.
We love that.
Thank you.
I'm loving the pink hair. I'm loving the ears.
I know everything.
All of it.
No, that's an aesthetic. Yeah.
Mwah. Chef's kiss.
Yeah, I was in the bathroom. I'm telling you, it was like that Eminem video, Stan. It was bleach in my hair.
My tears gone.
I was looking like Slim Shady for a good 5 minutes.
Yes.
Oh shit! No,
like,
she's in the bathroom like, dear
pink.
Mister, I don't call her. Write my fans.
This is the last letter I'm gonna ever send your ass. It's been 6 months, still no word.
Right.
Exactly.
He's like, hey, Stan, I'm sorry for.
We need photo evidence of the Slim Shady hair.
I do. I need.
Oh
Slim
my
Shady.
God. I mean, yeah, that's the only way I got it to this pink.
I love it. I'm here for it. It's fabulous. Speaking of costumes, do you have any Halloween plans? Do you have a plan for a costume or anything you're doing?
So I'm going to the DMV Anime Club Halloween party.
Okay.
Ooh.
I think it's the 28th. I'm sorry, I just like bought the ticket. Like, yeah, I'm going because I
No.
are lit. So you just buy the ticket and then you're like, oh shit, what day is it?
Yeah, exactly. So, oops.
Just be excited and shit.
I know, like
No logistics. Just turn up.
Right.
So I was like, okay.
That's what happens when it's like an interesting event or something. It's just too enticing and you have to grab it.
Yep, and you're like, book, got the ticket.
I was like, that's such a layup. I'm not even gonna have to touch that.
I said, I don't condone grabbing people. Non-consensual grabbing, I do not condone. Sorry, let me correct.
There we go.
As far as Halloween costume, I wanted to go scary, but according to the Mean Girl rules, that Halloween you're supposed to go all sexy, like that's an excuse where you get to dress like a stripper.
Yeah. Animal ears and sexy lingerie. That's the rule.
Exactly. I was like, I want to go scary, but you go scary for a photo shoot, and in the parties, all sexy flexy.
Yes.
You know what? I'm not mad at those rules.
I'm sure.
Pretty
No,
solid.
I don't think anyone's mad at it.
I said, I did the math. I was like, carry the one, checks out.
Yeah, it all checks out here.
Yeah, goddamn. Quick math.
Yeah, so probably like a bunny or, I mean, got so many cosplays. I'm just pulling stuff out the closet. But I might wear my bunny costume.
Ooh.
I wore it last year for Halloween, but the party I went to, they hyped it up. It was a normie party.
Oh.
I'm telling you. I went there. That place was like 300 square feet, and some people could be inside, and the rest had to be outside. And you're like, okay, shimmy, do the Cabbage Patch, because that's how tight it was. That's all you could do.
Cabbage Patch.
Yeah. Hold on. You were just like, lean back. Lean back.
You lean back, you want somebody else.
Right? Oh,
you're like, what the hell? They like, oh yeah, the party lit. Of course, it's like fucking 50 people in a bedroom size. What is this?
Right.
It was like a bike shop or something. I don't know what it was.
Studio apartment right now.
Right.
Wasted a whole costume. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go home. It was horrible.
I love how you said a normie party. I feel like it was like a muggle party.
I literally was like, that's a
super muggle.
Right. I didn't realize I also am camouflaged with the chair. So I'm like,
oh my God, the chair speaking.
It's just a head.
It is. And you do look like just a head. That's wild. It's like mirror, mirror on the wall.
Or she got like broad shoulders like Kingpin.
Oh
like
my
the
God,
head and then the chair is the shoulders.
Like you just buff as fuck or got the biggest shoulder pads of all time.
I'm done. For those of you who are listening and not watching, maybe look at YouTube.
No, y'all are missing out. You have to get the visual now. Because now when you said that, you look like a career woman who like don't take no shit.
I look like Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
You do. You look like Madeleine Albright is what you look like.
Oh God. Okay. So this went a number of places and we're back. No, but do you have a costume that's been your favorite over the years? Like even if it's like a Halloween costume from when you were younger.
Ooh, when I was younger, because my dad is such a comic book nerd and everything, it was always DC Comics, and I was always dressed up as Catwoman, and so I would always do a Catwoman cosplay because that was like my fave. I was like, I gotta do another Selena Kyle. But I feel like I've done like so many versions of her, except for the Michelle Pfeiffer version.
Yeah.
Now that I'm bald, I can actually wear the little hood cat.
Yeah. Girl,
it's time.
Die.
It's time.
I will get my full life from said shoot, and then I'll be like, now I ascend.
But since I've been wanting to do it, but that shoot that Meg Thee Stallion did, and it was a white version.
Yes.
I was like, if I could get that in all white, the mask and everything, because she just had cat ears. I was like, yes, that's what I need. So that's the dream costume. I could find somebody, give me some white latex leather stitch. Oh my God.
That was slay. I am here for that. I love that.
See, look, that's how you become generational. Like she's not thinking y'all playing checkers. She out here playing chess on your ass.
I know.
She called it. She called the Queen's Gambit. She up here looking at the ceiling, shit moving around and shit. See, y'all niggas gotta catch up.
That was drugs. That was drugs,
catch up.
Baby.
Hey, that's ambition.
Those were vitamins.
Drugs fueled her ambition. She was already that.
True.
She don't need no drugs. She got a natural high. She's fine.
Big facts.
But now I appreciate the vision. That's what's up. To take something iconic and then put your own twist on it, and like I know you're gonna kill it.
Yeah.
So,
but also,
I appreciate it.
Do you have any interesting like Halloween, either dating stories or like a funny like story like that?
Funny story time.
Okay.
Story time.
Well, it's not a Halloween one because
that's okay.
Halloween for the past years was just trick-or-treating with my son.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got one little Halloween and I got a funny, interesting dating story.
Oh, for sure. Hey, we got time.
We'll go with the Halloween one first.
Yeah.
So it was like years ago, and there was like something going on at Chuck E. Cheese. So the Mini Moons when he was smaller, because he's 15 now. So of course I look young.
Of course, girl.
Yeah.
So we gonna rewind back about 10, 11 years or whatever. So took them to Chuck E. Cheese. They had like a little kids thing going on, and we're like, oh yay, little kids fun. My sisters they bring their kids. So when you go into Chuck E. Cheese, they stamp your hand and your kids,
Right.
and they have to use a black light to see the numbers so that you can't leave without your adults.
Right.
So I'm in there Chuck E. Cheese, and then hey, we partying, the rat, tossing out tickets and shit.
Not the
So,
rat. Oh God.
so,
I said his
so
name
I'm
is Charles E. Cheese, man.
Oh yeah, Mr. Charles was making it rain with tickets, and the kids was like, ah. So I was like, yo, I need a smoke break. This is a lot going on. I need to, step
Yeah.
outside.
Right.
So I'm like, about to like leave out, and they wanted to flash my hand. I was like, okay, sure. I don't have a child with me. I'm solo dolo trying to leave out.
Right.
They would not let me leave Chuck E. Cheese because they said I needed an adult. And I'm like, I am the adult.
Shit. They thought
They thought I was the child. And I'm like, I'm the parent. I'm the parent with the child. The child is the other stamp. But they wasn't trying to believe me.
They said tricks is for kids, bitch. Get back in that ball pit.
Y'all don't get this 12-year-old out of here. I said, what?
Exactly. They was not letting me leave. So, the little turnstile, I just hopped over that shit like I was in the New York, subways and shit. Like, man, get the fuck out of here. I got my nicotine. I need to get out.
Right. Lord. That's
hilarious.
That's wild. Having a break
That's
out of Chuck E. Cheese. That's crazy. Having a break out of Chuck E. Cheese is nasty work.
Right.
That's crazy.
Exactly.
They could have asked you for an ID or anything. They didn't give a fuck. They were just like, nah, you ain't going nowhere.
Nah.
That only works on children. That's how that was a test. That's how they know you passed. Because like a real kid is gonna be like, oh damn, we're caught. I guess I will go, whatever. I'm like, no, you can't fucking keep me at Chuck E. Cheese. There are no legal ramifications for me.
Ram, hop over that bitch. Like,
as long as I don't kick a teenager on the way over, I'm good. Like,
exactly.
That person said, I'm not losing my job over you.
Oh my God. God forbid what? God forbid you lose $7.75 because I'm sure that was what minimum wage at Chuck E. Cheese. Oh God.
Oh my God.
You was gonna stop me for minimum wage? I'm leaving Chuck E. Cheese.
I know that person was working hard for that minimum wage. Like, you can't leave.
You was looking at them like, oh damn, you really need this job. Like you love this shit.
Exactly, because I was like, really, dude?
Slide for a rat?
Like, if I look like I was 10 years old, like a little kid,
right?
Makes sense. Like, if I had a SpongeBob shirt on and some matching SpongeBob pump 'em up shoes and shit, it would have made sense. But I was like a whole adult.
Right. Yeah. Lord.
Like, we here for the Halloween thing. Can I get
out of here?
Crazy.
Now, the dating story. Cause I ain't really date like that, but then I finally went on a little date.
We get it.
This one of those rare occasions, like back in the 90s when a girl walk in and you meet somebody in real life versus a dating app.
Oh yeah,
okay. We love IRL meetings,
right?
So he was driving. It was a nice car. It was and I'm not a car person. But it was a nice little like 350Z, like little silver car.
Nissan. Okay.
No, I'm not a car person.
No, a Nissan 350Z. I know you're talking about the little hatchback looking with the little scoop with that.
I don't mind if it was a Honda Civic. Like, come on, times are tough. Yeah. But he had a nice car, was clean, the inside. I was like, so we were like making a little small talk because I was, met him in the real world, headed to my car, exchanged numbers, little chit chat. And so we agreed to go on a date. So I'm like, yeah, we can go on a first date.
Right.
So, don't have to go all big and spend all this crazy money. This is a first date, getting to know each other. Yeah. And we were going to go to the movies. So we were going to that movie theater in Largo, Maryland, the little Magic Johnson, Wizard Kelly, whoever you call it.
I know you're talking about the little $2 movie. I love it.
Yeah, so it's a Magic Johnson theater, but I'll be calling it the Wizard Kelly. So
yes,
I'm a cosplay Wizard Kelly at some point. I'm like, I'll start with an orange basketball and just have that shit right in front of my face. Yeah,
it's a must.
So we go to the movies first. I don't even remember what the movie was, and then we went to dinner afterwards so that we can, talk about the movies. So great conversation. We're going back and forth, and so. The waiter comes like, oh, do you want a drink? I'm like, oh yeah, let me get a beer. He's like, oh, it's okay. I don't want to drink. I'm like, oh, responsible because he's got to drive. Okay, I like that. I like that. Then we had like a second date. Second date was cool. And
Yeah.
so, went to his place. He had a nice apartment. We're hanging out, watching TV. And good thing
I'm
the
over here
TV
waiting.
was
I'm
I'm
waiting for
like,
the
on.
other shoe to drop. I looked up like, oh, I'm like, it's coming.
So we, all cuddled up and then a little couple of kisses and stuff. I'm feeling him. The TV saved the day. TV's on and it's like talking about 9/11. And I'm like, oh
shit.
yeah, I remember back in school when they rolled the TV out and 9/11 happened. He's like, yeah, I learned about 9/11 in school. I was like, okay. And I was like,
You said learned about.
You learned about 9/11? What year did you graduate? And he was like, oh, 2016. I was like, oh yeah, I graduated 2014. Hold on, no, that's college for me. 2016, what? What did you graduate in 2016? College? He was like, high school. How old are you? Oh, I just turned 19. That's why you couldn't drink.
Oh my God. You didn't have a choice, my boy.
And I'm like, you got a nice apartment, the car, you're 19.
Let me tell you.
So his family got money, so his daddy bought that. So I'm like, is daddy single?
Right.
Now, you know how sick I would be if a girl found out my age when I was 19 and she was still at the house and I was like, oh, you changed your mind. And then my dad had like his hand on the small of her back or some shit. Nah. Nah. I'll be like, nah. That's one of the moments where you mad, but you sad at the same time. I'm like, fuck you and her. And like, I
feel like your dad be pulling them. I feel like that's probably.
Hey, Francis ain't no slow leak, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's wild.
Like, if you do the math, he was 19, and I'm like, my son is 13.
Yeah, no.
I'm,
Girl.
mid 30s. I'm like, you're closer to my son's age than mine. Like,
it's really weird. We are living in in that age range right now where you can kind of shoot your shot at the daughter, the mom, the aunt.
You'd be like, oh,
and it's all you're like, oh shit, yeah.
Everyone's in equal distance.
No, you remember like because when you were a kid, it's like you only have you and age appropriate. But once your age appropriate range, like
it could be anyone.
Yeah, he was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I've never seen this many players in the game ever. It's just it's like open gym.
Girl, I had a very similar situation happen to me also. And that as soon as you find out, you're like, oh my God, let me get out of here. Like, how'd I get here?
I'm not gonna lie, I've had the opposite.
Huh?
You gotta do the Flintstone run out of there, the yabba dabba doo.
No, yeah, because both of us, all three of us haven't been like dating a lot. Like we didn't like date a whole lot. And we had these long relationships and stuff. And so when we did, like I was like one of the first dates I went on, I was like 19. I think it okay, and that was my only date with a woman ever. So that was I was like, God damn it.
So you know how a woman is like 22 mentally.
But also, you know how like white people will look a different age?
Oh.
Yeah.
You got me.
And I gave him like the benefit of the doubt because he had like a little bit of facial hair, none of it connected. Yeah. But I know guys in their 40s.
No, I ain't gonna lie to you. But see, that's the thing. When I was 18 years old, or even when I was 17, my facial hair connected. I showed you the picture.
Yeah.
No, my facial hair.
I've always
like ever since I was like 15, even before anything else, before the height, before anything else, I used to look like a fucking hobbit. I look like Hagrid. Because like my facial hair would just like grow in and I'd be short. And I was like, I hate this shit, guy. I used to pray to God to be a respectable 5'9" on everything I love. But the facial hair was always there. So when I finally got taller, that's kind of how I ended up in that situation. They never asked me how old I was. It was like, oh, like where you go to school? Where you go to school? I'm like, I go to school in New Haven. That's all you need to know. You don't need to know all the specific parts of that. But then eventually it's like, oh, the jig is up. Like I can't do basic shit like go into the store with you because
I'm a child.
Exactly.
I'm like, if you can't produce a W2, W4, something.
If you don't know what any of those
A
things
W-9,
are,
just let me know, like anything.
Sure.
Because at least if you're DoorDashing, you still got to fill out something. Like
but there's guys in their 40s. You'd be like W-2, 401k, 1099.
Facts.
Hey,
Like,
Roth IRA, anything?
Right.
Huh?
Annuity?
The Mr. Krabs little spiral. They're like,
Right.
Oh my god!
Exactly. So it's like it was a little tough.
Be like taken down to a SpongeBob episode.
It really
like,
can. There's something
life.
for everything. As soon as I mess something up at work, I'm like, soiled it.
Well, Paperdoll, thank you so much for joining us for our Halloween episode. Of course, we had to have you on here.
There's no way.
For anybody who didn't see you on a previous episode, please let our listeners know where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram at love, LOVE, _ Paperdoll. That's one word, PAPERDOLL.
Oh my gosh, you said that's so cute. I
11
was like, how adorable.
I knew that cadence when you started spelling it out. I said, God damn it, we grew up at the same time.
They call me USHER. Oh, he better do that at the Super Bowl. I'll be in the chair.
No, if he doesn't do that, hey, if he doesn't do that, and if he doesn't do the watch this,
I know.
Like if you don't do that, you'll be so mad.
Oh, Charlie,
I don't know.
Before we get off, please use your wand and do the little Disney Channel.
You're like, this is Snake, and you're watching Disney Channel.
And you're watching Disney Channel. Expecto Patronum.
Ceiling, all of you, you're all out of here. We're done.
Where's my book?
Where's my book?